I love to work with remote workers. There are some amazing advantages to deal with them. How to hire remote workers? And I deal with this for years because more than 50% of my employees, even before this Corona situation, they worked remotely and we hired them remotely. And first thing I want to tell you about it, it's much better. I love to work with remote workers. There are some amazing advantages to deal with them. First, you don't care where they are. And can you imagine, there are some regions in our country, and these regions, people, very capable people, they cannot find a job there. They are ready to work. And if your company is in New York, like our office, you know, New York is pretty expensive. And remotely, you can hire people from another less expensive areas, which is really great. And even if you pay the same salary, these guys, they live much better. If you are somewhere in Florida or in Georgia and you work for a New York company and you have the same salary, the same compensation, you can afford much more because real estate is cheaper in Georgia or in Florida, and Florida doesn't have income tax. And so it's really first it gives you better people because you can approach people from around the country. You know, previously when we hired in New York area, it was one region with some, resources. But if these people work remotely, you don't care really where they are. Even when it comes to these time zones, sometimes it's really helpful because some people, they prefer to work from the early morning. Some of them prefer to work at night, and they can control it. It's really very, very helpful. It's first. Second, it's very interesting, but these people, they work much more professional. There are no small talks. They don't waste your time for some not job-related questions. And you don't need to care about your office, which is really pretty expensive. Office equipment, office electricity. And also you save some money because if they are on W-2, you have all this unemployment insurance, workers' compensation insurance, and all these things. If they work remotely, you pay them 1099 and that's it. It's easier, it's cheaper, and cheaper for you. And sometimes it's even more cheaper, it's better for them, and they don't mind. And also, I love to work with the remote workers because they're much more efficient. Of course, if you control them in the right way. If you pay them for the result, as I pay for result, and for example, if we have some plan, we discuss this plan, we set up results, and after I don't need to control how much time this person spends. If you pay them by hours, use special software like Time Doctor, for example, software helps, and similar ones. And how to hire them, it's pretty easier. We have our social media, our company Facebook page, our personal profiles. And if I need to hire someone, I just record some video and I post it on our social medias. And I just tell people, okay, guys, we're expanding. We're looking for this kind of person for this position. And this job is blah. And the job description is, and the main responsibilities as the result. And that's it. And it works because, as a result, the most qualified people approach us because they know about our company. Most of them, they know someone, some of our clients, or maybe they know some of our employees, or maybe they use our products, maybe they are clients and they like our company. It's even in these old times, if someone asked me how to hire people, some bakery or some medical office, I suggested them a very simple thing. Just print something about it and put on your front door, because there are so many people that love your business. They know your business, they have kids, they have relatives, and they are most qualified for your business. So it's not a big deal. There is only one trick about remote workers. When we hire them, it's really hard to understand their personality. It's really very hard to take into account a lot of small things. And how to handle it? You just need to be prepared. So if you hire some person for some position, give them some tests, some job to do, to check if this person really professional. It's not a big deal. We usually, for example, last month, we were looking for a translator. We just gave this job to 5 of them, and we found the best one who was answered first, and the translation was the best one, and it was fast, and that's it. It was easy, but you need to be prepared. So you need to prepare some small job to test how this person really deals with this thing. But in general, to hire remote workers, it's much easier because you are not distracted by outward appearance. You are not distracted by his or her ability to communicate and to impress. You just look at the result. How fast this communication is, how clear this person delivers ideas, what's the result of this job, how much time it takes, and that's it. It's easy, really. I love to deal with the remote workers, and I believe this is our future. This is our future in almost in every business. And because if you keep this position in your office, if you need to, your expenses much better, much bigger, and it's harder to control. And so if you think about it, if you only, just my advice, if you have a chance to switch from your office employee to a remote worker, don't hesitate, switch it. It's much easier to deal with these people, and it's much easier to expand. And look at this. There are so many people in this country and in this world who wants to work in your company. Don't limit yourself by some people around who can commute to your office. Don't limit yourself and don't limit your business.